Okay, so today what we are going to do in yesterday's class, we have configured the static routing. Okay, so in today's class, what we are going to do, we will do one dynamic protocol of RIP. Okay, so first, let us understand what RIP is. So RIP is basically stands for the routing information protocol. So by default, the administrative distance of RIP is 120 and it supports VLSM and subnetting as well. Okay, and its hold down timer is 180. We can see all those things. I will show you when we'll configure from where we can change it and what is the default hold down timer, interval timer, all those things. So there is one limitation in the RIP is that it supports maximum hop count up to 15 and after 16 it is unreachable. So these are the things that we are going to do on the RIP. So this is the basic for the RIP. So let us start the configuration. So what we are going to do, we're going to add some nodes. Let me take two nodes for the IOL. I'm going to take two routers. Okay, one more. And we are gonna take the Palo Alto firewall. Let us increase the RAM of this Palo Alto firewall up to 8 GB. And after that, we need one network, Cloud 0. Let us take it. So it should be my management. It should be connect with the management interface. Just save it. Let us connect them. You can connect these routers with any interface.
Sir, what is this, the network icon, like, it's a cloud-like symbol, right?
Basically, it is, you can say, like I have my internet. Okay, like I am connected with my Airtel network right now. Okay, so you can say that it is a gateway for my that particular internet. So this Palo Alto firewall is getting IP from my this network. This is cloud zeros. We have adapters. Okay, in the VM we have two adapters. Let me show you. Uh, if I will open this, so these two are my adapters for my virtual machine. If I will use cloud 1, cloud 2, okay, one is for the net, one is for the bridge. So these are the by default adapters for my my laptop. Okay, one is my Wi-Fi adapter, one is my Ethernet. Okay, so I have taken my cloud adapter, which is, you can say that is kind of, it is connected with the Wi-Fi. So it is by default merged with my VM machine. Okay, so we can see the setting, or if you want to change these settings, we can change it from here. Like if you will go into your virtual machine, just apply change settings. Okay, so right now my adapter is this. That is, I have performed the netting, but you guys will use the default settings, which is the bridge one. Okay, from where you can change the settings, I will show you. So I have configured net. Here I have make one pool which is 192.168.2.0. So that's why it is getting IP from 2.0's network. I got the IP on the my EVNG machine, that is 2.128. Okay, from that, and all the firewalls will get IP in the range of 2 dot in 2's network. Here you can see right now if I will open it, it will get 2.132, 131 like this IP. Okay. If you want to change these adapters, what you have to do, just click on the Eve machine and go into the setting. So basically you can say na this network is basically kind of a gateway. Okay. For my this VM machine. Okay. So by default your settings will be like this in the bridge one. Okay, I have done some changes, that's why I'm using net. Okay, so you can, by default your system will automatically go into the bridge one, so it will automatically convert those IPs. Okay, it will directly connect your host machine to the internet network. Okay, your Wi-Fi adapter and all those. So it is getting IP from that pool. Okay, which is configured. So let me just open it. So what we are going to do, we are going to use the RIP protocol. With the help of RIP protocol, we are going to perform the routing. We're going to share some messages. So first thing that we are going to do, we will configure on the router, and then we will see that how we can configure RIP on my Palo Alto device. So let us take one IP, for example, 192.168.1.1/24. This will be IP for my this interface. Let us duplicate, and here we're gonna take 1.10. Here I'm gonna take 2.10. I will take one session on this also. Okay, how we can change these adapter settings, what are these adapters, how they work. Okay, it has so many things in it. That's why I'm not covering all those things right now. So we're gonna create some loopbacks here also. Suppose 1.1/24, 2.2.2.2/24, and 3.3.3/24. I hope you guys can see these. Okay, so here what we are going to do, here we will take IP of 2.1. So basically we will not configure on the R2. So what we are going to, and here also we will create one loopback basically on the mm, kind of a SPI we will create on the VLAN. I will show you how we can do that. Just take one duplicate. Let us take 5.5.5./24 here. So what we are going to do, we are going to advertise this 5.5 to the R1, and R1's all these loopbacks will be advertised on my Palo Alto device. So I hope you guys know how to configure on the router's RIP protocol. If you don't know, let me just show you. First thing that we are going to do, we will configure the IP address. So can anyone tell me that what is the command for enabling the RIP on my Cisco's routers.
Router rip.
Okay, good. Let us create some loopbacks. 2.2.2, 255.255.255.0, no shirt, int L3. What will happen if I will write router RIP? Hmm? If I've just wrote this command, what will happen? Will it start sending the hello messages? Or it will start advertising all these networks?
No.
No, no.
Okay, so router RIP means we have just enabled the protocol. Okay, it will not start the initiation right now. Okay, so for initiating these prefixes to my network, what I have to do, I have to introduce in the network command. So in the network command, what we have to do after writing network, we have to use this. Okay, so here we don't have to write the subnets 2.2.0. Okay, let us do one thing. No router RIP. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna write network 0.0.0. Okay, and let us do enable version 2 of RIP and no auto summary. Okay, now we will see the main thing, that how we can configure this RIP protocol on my firewall. So first thing, what we have to do, we have to look for the IP address on my management interface. It hasn't been booted up right now. So as you can see, we are getting IP in my 2's network, 192.162.0's network. Okay, it has been booted up. So we already got the IP, so we are not checking it. If you want to check, we have a command show interface management. Okay, so I am taking the GUI access 192.168.2.134. It will not open. Why? Because we are opening with the HTTP service. So we have to use S here. So what we have to do, admin, just click OK in it. So what is the first thing that we have to do on my firewall? You guys will tell me. We have already done these things. What is the first thing?
Interface configurations, management interface. Sorry.
Not management interface. Management interface is already configured. We have to configure what? This E1/1 interface. So how I have to, what is the procedure? What are the steps to configure the interface?
Go to network tab and interfaces.
We will go into the network tab, then we will go into the interfaces. Then what I have to do?
So enable the interface.
Enable the interface. I have to assign the IP on this interface. What I have to do?
Just directly click it so that
Okay, we will click on it. Then
and
which kind of interface type we want?
L3.
L3. So we will go here and select the layer 3. After that,
There is a tab called IP version 4, right? So
okay,
yeah,
on
we
the
need
I,
to we need to
but
get this interface into the default virtual router.
yes, I have told you na, in the whenever we will use type 3 layer 3 interface, okay, it is compulsory to use virtual router and the security zone. Okay, so why do we use virtual routers? Because with the help of this virtual router, it will perform the routing. Okay, because of this, firewall able to perform the routing. That's why default virtual router is already configured. Okay, and no zone is created right now. So what we have to do, we will create one zone, which is my inside. Just click OK on it. Now we will go into my IP version 4. And what is the IP address that I have to assign here? Check the IP address and let me know.
168.1.10.
1.10. So I'm going to configure 192.168.1.10 subnet mask of /24. And we know that by default, ping services, telnet, SS, all these services are disabled on my firewall. Okay. So I have to create what? Management profile. How can I create management profile?
Uh,
We can create management profile uh, from here also. And I have told you, I will show you that. So I'm going to allow ping service. Just click on the ping. Okay. And okay. So we have configured one interface. Okay. So let me just show you that from where we can, again, I'm showing you that if I want to create zone, I can create from here also and there also. So I'm going to create one outside zone also. And one thing that I have to create the management profile. So I can create multiple management profiles from here. So suppose all services. Let me allow ping, telnet, SSH, HTTPS. Okay. All these services. So from here we can create the management profile. So let us configure one more interface, which is E1/2. So same thing we are going to do here. It will be our layer 3. We are going to add virtual routers. We're going to add security zone here. We will take outside in the IP version 4. We're going to take 192.168.2.10/24. And in the advanced, we have already created the management profile. So let us take the all services management profile right now. Okay, we will add this management profile. So we have done everything right now. Okay, on the interfaces, but we can see our link state is in the gray. Why it is not green yet?
uh, so we need to perform the commit, right, to make these changes.
Yes, we need to perform the commit. Just click on the commit. Let us wait for a while. Okay, as you can see, our interfaces are up. Okay, so let me take the SSH access of this Palo Alto firewall. So how do we take the SSH access? We will use the management IP SSH. Port number should be 22. Just click open on it. Just say yes. What is the by default password? Admin and admin. So if I will try to ping 192 this interface 1.1, will I able to ping?
Uh, yes, sir, it will ping.
What is the command 192.168.1.1? It is pinging.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes it will not ping. Why? Because sometimes it will ping from the management. Okay. So that's why sometimes it will not ping. So if you want to ping it, what you have to do? You have to use the source command ping source. Write down the IP, which is 1.10, and the host. It means the destination to where we want to ping to the 1.1, 192.168.1.1. Okay. Right now it is pinging. If I have to ping 1.1.1, will it ping? For example, let us understand these loopback interfaces are our LAN networks. We have 3 LAN networks here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Will I able to ping this 1.1.1?
Yes, sir.
Why it is pinging? Will I able to ping 2.2.2?
Yes. All are loopback interfaces, right, sir?
It will not ping, brother.
Sorry, sir.
1.1 is pinging because of this management port. Because in the DNS we have some IPs, na? 8.8, 8.8.4.4. Okay, that's why it was pinging. If I will ping from this now, ping, if I will take source 192.168 1.10, and the host is 1.1.1. Yesterday also I have discussed this. 1.1.1. It will not ping. Okay, it was pinging because of this management. We are pinging the IPs which are on my like gateways. Okay, it was pinging because of that management. Why it is not pinging? Because we don't have routes. Okay, yesterday we pinged it with the help of the static routing. Okay, look, 19 packets has been generated and 0 has been received. It means 100% packet has been lost. Okay, how can I see that what are the routes on my this Palo Alto interface, from where I can see?
Virtual routers.
Yes, we will go into the virtual router and just click on this more runtime stats. So here we can see, if just refresh it, sometimes it will not show the those routes. Okay, just refresh it if it will not show. Okay, because we haven't configured any routing protocol, that's why we are not able to see any 1.1 network anything. Okay, so here what we are going to do, we are going to configure the RIP protocol. So how do we configure RIP protocol? Just go onto the network, then go onto the virtual router, then click on the default. Okay, then just go into the RIP section and add the interface. Which interface I have to add? 1/1 or 1/2? Right now we are creating the RIP for my inside zone. So which
One
interface I
slash
want
one.
to
One
configure?
slash one.
E1/1. Okay, and click on the advertise also. Okay, these metric values you can change. You know the concept of the metric. It is already on the CCN and CCNP. Okay, more should be on the normal. We have to just click OK on it, and these are the timers. But these are the by default timers. That interval 1 second, after 1 second update will be 30 second. Expire interval, all these intervals you can change it. Okay, export rules, just leave it for right now. So these are the interface, and you have to click on this enable option also. Okay, after clicking on this enable, it means we are enabling this protocol on that particular interface. Okay, just click OK on it. If I will see here, I'm not able to see any routes right now. So what I have to do, first thing, I have to commit the changes. So if I will try to see any routes right now, we are not able to see. Let us see that it has been configured. Okay, we are not getting the peer IP. Just a second, let us see that what's the issue. Let's go on the R1. Do ping, let us try to ping our firewall 192.168.1.10. So it is pinging. Do show IP route. Okay, our RIP. Here we have configured one RIP, that is default 0.0.0. So here we have configured everything. Let us go back to our firewall. 1.10, we have allowed the ping services. Default IP version 10, advanced. Okay, we have configured everything here. Now we will go on to the virtual router. Again, let us see the routes. Okay, so you have to just wait for the few seconds. Okay, it will form the neighborship. Right now it's showing the RIP, these messages. Okay, these destinations. Basically, A stands for the active here, and R stands for the RIP. These are the metrics that it has been taken. So right now we can see we got the routes. Okay, the configuration was the same. We have to just wait for the around 5 to 6 seconds so that it will form the neighborship with its peer. So that time it was not showing the peer information. Right now it's showing the peer information. So if I will try to ping 1.1.1 or 2.2.2, will I be able to ping? Let us take this thing. Will I be able to ping if I will try to ping now 1.1 with the source 1.10? If I will be able to ping, tell me why. If I will not be able to ping, then tell me why. Just tell me.
So it will ping, sir.
It will ping. Why it will ping? Look, if I have two routers, okay, and we have created loopbacks on router 1, 1, 2, 3, and on my router 2, if I have created loopback 4, 5, 6, okay, will router 1 be able to ping loopback interfaces of router 2 if we haven't configured anything? For example, we have two routers, okay, and they are connected with each other. And suppose it has IP 1.1, it has IP 1.2, okay. First, tell me, will they able to ping?
Yes.
Yes.
They will be able to ping. If I've created two loopbacks, you guys have done the CCNA, na?
Yeah.
Okay. So you know the basic concepts of the routing, okay? Now, if I will try to ping this router 1 with this loopback 3.3.3, will I be able to ping?
No.
Why?
Because 3.0,
Because
this loopback
R2
not present in routing table R1.
Yes, because we don't have the routes towards this. Okay, that's why we are not able to ping. So we have three methods to configure it: static, default, and dynamic. Okay, same thing we are applying on the this firewall also. Okay, that time why it was not able to ping, because it doesn't have the routes toward 1.1.1, toward 2.2.2, towards 3.3.3. But what we have done right now, we have configured the RIP protocol. RIP protocol. Yes or no? We have configured the RIP protocol and they have formed the neighborship, and these routes has been advertised on my firewall. I've showed you now that where it has been advertised. Just click here. Okay, so here you can see, here basically on the routing table we will have the all the possible routes. Okay, and on my forwarding table it will have the best routes. Okay, you can see the next hop is 1.1. So we can see in its routing table it has the information of these networks 1.1, 2.2, 3.3. So that's why it will be able to ping. So let us ping it. Router 1. Okay, we have opened too many. So it is pinging. If I will try to ping 2.2.2, will I be able to ping? I am able to ping. Okay, so now let us create one loopback on the firewall also. Okay, as I've told you, we will not able to use the loopback right now. We will do this on the VPN. So what we are going to do, we will configure the VLAN. So how do we configure this VLAN? Basically, it's the concept of the SVI. It works like SVI in this right now. Okay. So how do we configure VLAN? We have done this now. Tell me. Do you guys remember that how we have configured VLAN? Just click on the add. Okay. Give, suppose we have taken 1, 2, 3 loopbacks now. Let us take 5 1. You can give anything on the comment section. Here, let us create 5. We have to assign the virtual router here. We have to assign the security zone. We will take inside on the IP version 4. Here we can give any subnet mask. And in the advanced, if you will go, what we have to add? the management profile. Just click OK on it. Now, if I will go here on my virtual router, okay, first what we have to do, we have to commit it. Will this firewall advertise this 5.5 network? If yes, then why? If no, then why? Tell me. Will I able to ping from this router 1 to this 5.5 network?
No is my answer.
Why?
So we'll not advertise this 5 network via RIP protocol, right?
Anyone who is saying yes? If you are saying yes, then tell me why. Is there anyone? Okay, let us see. Will it be able to ping or not? Let us click on the R1. Okay, this is not my R1. This is my R1. Let us ping. I have to write do ping 5.5.5. It is able to ping. Why? You said that we haven't advertised this 5.5 network. Where we haven't advertised? Look, let me tell you. You know we have a virtual router concept. Okay. And in this virtual router, what we have done, we have configured the VLAN. Okay. If I will go on the RIP, what I have to do? I have to look, let me tell you why it is pinging. Let us open R1 again. Okay. Now, if I will try to ping with the source, which is my LAN network, or we can say our loopback 1.1. Okay, let us take 2.2.2. Sometimes it ping because of 1.1. Okay, 2.2.2. Do ping source. Now, if I will try to ping, will it ping or not?
It won't ping. There is no, interface.
There is no interface. Okay, tell me why it is
with the IP 5.5.
Look, why it is pinging 5.5 or 5 earlier?
Because we have created a loopback interface 5.5.
Loopback interface where?
Firewall.
This 5.5 or 5 na? This is pinging because of our SVI concept. Okay, because of SVI concept it is pinging 5.5.5. If I will try to ping it right now, na? Just a second. Do ping. Okay, we have taken wrong one. 5.5.5. Source should be 2.2.2. Okay, it is pinging. Now, if I will try to ping from 3.3.3, it is pinging. Look, let me tell you why it is pinging. It is pinging because we have already configured that VLAN interface on this default. Here you can see what are the interfaces are on my virtual router. If you will go here, we will go into the VLAN 5. Okay, here we have advertised. Look na, here we have put the default right now. If I will create the virtual router, if I will create two virtual routers, okay, on this default virtual router, I have already configured my static route na. Oh, sorry, this RIP na. On my default virtual router, I have already configured the RIP protocol. Okay. If on any interface I will put this virtual router as default, it will advertise it. By chance, if it will not ping now, what you have to do? You have to go again into the add. Okay. Then go into the VLAN 5 and then go here. Just go here. It is already enabled. We don't have to do anything. And just click OK. Now it will ping. If it will not ping, in case it will not ping, okay, but all the time it will ping. That's why we create some other virtual routers also. Like I have given it for my suppose loopback 5.5.5. So here, if I will attach on this virtual VLAN 5, now if I will attach this virtual router, then it will not ping. Okay. Member VLAN can be different virtual router default protocol. Okay, so we have to again just delete this VLAN 5, then again configure it. Okay, so that's why we are able to ping these things. Okay, if you will go here on my network section, just go on to the virtual router. If you will just go here, so you can see it has already routes, or we can say it has already advertised this 5.5.5. Okay, now let us do one more practical. Okay, I think we have time. Let us see that how we can configure the OSPF. OSPF concept is also same as of RIP. Let us do on this. Okay, let us delete. Okay, let us open a new lab. For the OSPF, we will take a one new lab. Do I have the lab? Okay. Let us open it. Look how our these Cisco devices, Cisco router works, na? Same concept we have for the Palo Alto also. Okay, it will also work same. It is just that we are configuring on the GUI. Okay, routing concepts will be the same, but it has additional features of VPN and all. Okay, we can configure VPN on the Cisco routers also. You guys know this thing, na? Do you guys know that we can configure VPN on my routers also? Cisco routers. Mm. Let us see, have we saved the configuration or not? Okay, I'm gonna write the IP 192. Let us perform no IP routing. Why I'm using no IP routing command?
For disable the route.
So you're
For disabling
making
it, yes,
this
I'm making it as a kind of a
L2.
PC. Okay. Have you guys configured VPN on the routers, on the Cisco routers?
No, sir.
We have a GRE tunnel concept on the CCNP. You guys haven't done? Okay, one lab we will do for this also. I will show you what are the commands and all. No IP routing and E0/0. IP address 192.168.1. Let us take 1.2. I have to provide the default gateway. What is the purpose of the default gateway? Anyone?
That is the gateway for that
If
API.
there is no specific route, in that case, it will take default route to forward the traffic.
Yes, default gateway to forward the traffic. If I want to communicate between different network now, then we need a default gateway. Otherwise, we will stuck into the our LAN network. Now I have to configure two IPs. Did you guys understand this topology, or should I explain one more time? Not one more time, I haven't explained it. So basically here our 1.0 network is running and here 2.0 network is running. So here we will take on the routers E0/1, we will take 2.1 IP and here we will take 2.10 IP. Okay. Every time whenever you do the practice now, try to take .10 IP on the Palo Alto. Okay. So that if you will solve the bigger topologies, you will not get confused. Okay. So what are the commands? This interface E0/0, I'm gonna assign the IP address. Let us take 1.10 here. Int E0/1 IP address 192.168.1 sorry 2 dot. Let us take one here. Please remember the IP addresses. Let us create loopback also. Let us create 2.2.2. Now, if I want to, okay, let me just open this firewall first. Is it our new one? Okay. So we got the IP 2.133. What was the IP earlier? This is the GUI from our previous Palo Alto. Let us open the new one. Okay, guys, just tell me if I want to enable the OSPF routing protocol on this Cisco router. What is the command? You have configured the OSPF now. What is the command? Basic command for the enabling the OSPF.
It's router OSPF.
Okay, this is my router 3 now. So I will write router OSPF. After this, what comes?
ID.
Process ID. Okay. Just tell me one thing. If we have two routers, okay, and they have same process ID, will they communicate? Okay. Tell me, this process ID is locally significant or globally significant?
It's locally significant,
It's
sir.
locally significant. And the AS number is? If we have two different AS number, then we will not able to communicate. But if we have two different process ID, then we can able to communicate. Okay. So I have wrote down router OSPF 1. So what I have done right now, I have enabled the protocol service. Okay. If I will write the command do show IP protocol, then we can see here that we have enabled the OSPF protocol, but it will not advertise the routes. Okay. And in the OSPF, we have a concept of router ID. How this in the OSPF protocol, it selects the router ID. We have to configure router ID on the firewall also. Do you guys know what is router ID?
So it's something which OSPF participated devices can be identified across OSPF network.
Yes, it's a kind of a identification for that particular router. Okay, that's why router ID is important. And how this router ID is selected? If we have configured the loopback, then the highest loopback will become the router ID. If we haven't configured the loopback interfaces, then it will take the highest IP address. Okay. Right now on this router 3, we have already configured the loopback now of 2.2.2. That's why it has taken the router ID as 2.2.2. Okay. Now, if I want to advertise the network, what is the command? Just tell me the command, basic command. What is the command? Array, we have just enabled on the this RIP, na? Same command we have. We have to just advertise the network. So for that, suppose I want to advertise 192.168.2.0, and here we use wildcard mask. Okay, although we can use subnet mask also, it automatically converts that into the wildcard mask. Just tell me what is the difference between subnet mask and the wildcard mask. And here we have a area concept, so it should be on the 0. What is the name of the area 0? We know area 0. I think your internet is not
backbone
working.
area, sir.
Yes, backbone area. Okay. And what is the difference between the wildcard mask and the subnet mask?
So wildcard mask, it's for to match the network, and subnet mask says which part of the octet is network and which part belongs to host.
Yes, it is kind of a opposite to the wildcard mask. Okay. So if I will let 000, it means it will check all these 222. If I will let 255, it will not check. Okay. And in the subnet mask, it is different. So what I have done here, I have advertised the routes of do show IP route. Some networks I have advertised. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do, I want to configure on my Palo Alto this. So we haven't configured the it is E1/1. So the concept is same. Network. We will go into the interface. What we are gonna do, we'll make it as a layer 3. Then in the virtual router, we will take as default. And in this virtual router, what we are gonna do, we will configure our OSPF. Yesterday, what we configured? We configured the static route on the virtual router, and today we have configured the RIP. Now what we will configure on the virtual router? We will configure OSPF protocol. And in the security zone, it is not created. I've told you how we can create the security zone and all. Inside in the IP version 4. What was the IP I have to take? 192.168.2.10/24. And we haven't configured any management profile. So we will configure from here. Ping. We'll click on the ping. Okay. Just select. Okay. So we will commit the changes later. You can create virtual router. Okay, sorry. You can create this, or we go into the interface. You will go into the VLAN. Okay, you will advertise these routes. Okay, this will be our homework. So now what we are going to do, we will configure the OSPF protocol. So you got the idea from where we configure all these routing protocols. Okay, just go onto the default, go into the OSPF section. Okay, please don't forget to enable it. Okay, if you will not enable, if you will configure everything, this routing protocol will not be advertised. It will not advertise any packets. Okay, first thing that we have to do is we have to configure our, or sorry, we have to check this box which is enable. So in this router ID, what IP should I give? I have to give the interface IP 192.168. What was 2.10 na? Here on the router ID we don't use subnet mask. Here we have a area ID. So there we just write 0 on the router. Okay, and there also we can write 0.0.0 also. But here we have to write 0.0.0. Okay, and we'll go just, we don't have to go here right now. Virtual link. Okay, don't use these things. Then you will go into the here. What was the interface? It was E1/1 na? Just click here, E1/1 and metric value. These are your choice if you want to change these things. Hello, dead interval time and all those things. Okay, let us see. Have we configured everything? Just check it once. Okay. Okay. So if I will go here, okay, why it was not showing any routes? Can you tell me?
So commit, sir.
Before committing, it will show it. It shows na routes. Are it should show its directly connected interface IP. It should show here na on its
Ah,
routing table. Why it's not showing?
so
Array, our interface is down na. Our interface is
yeah,
down
right,
because we
sir.
haven't commit. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can say na this is the feature of the Palo Alto. Okay. Sometimes if you will look in this Palo Alto na, if you will configure anything wrong na, you will not able to commit. It will show you the error. Okay. But on the devices, if you will take wrong IP, wrong things, it will just accept it. You have to just write it. Now, if I want to check the routes, from where I can check the routes, just go
Virtual
on to the
routers.
virtual router.
Okay. It's
Okay. From here now you can say neighbor count is 1. It means it has made the neighborship. Let us wait for some time. Area ID, interface, neighbor. Okay. Router ID 2.2.2. Okay. We got the roots of 2.2.2. Okay. Sometimes it will take 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Okay. It's because we are using this firewall on our virtual machine. Okay. Sometimes it will take time. It will not take time more than 10 seconds. Okay. So we have done everything right. Okay. Let me show you the, sorry, CLI. How we can check this routing information on my CLI. Sorry, we have opened so many things.
sorry, sir. In the configuration, so if you look at it, like ECMP status disabled, what is it, sir?
Just leave it right now. This ECMP, na? Just leave it right now. We have
Okay.
so many protocols here. We'll not go into the everything right now. Look, in this right now, na, we are not even configuring this inside to outside thing also. Okay. We are just working on the one zone. Okay. There are some policies and all those things. For that, I have to do some conceptual thing also. Let us take the access of Palo Alto firewall. Is it from previous one or is it this one? Let us close it also. So how we take the SSH access of the Palo Alto firewall? This is the third time I think I'm accessing. Just tell me which IP should I have to mention here? Interface IP, E1/1 IP, which is our 2.10.
Um, so we just enabled only ping services, right, sir, in the interfaces management profile. So we cannot able to take it.
Okay. So what IP should I use here right now?
I certainly see, like, we haven't enabled all the interfaces of the firewall.
Will I able to take the SSH access of this Palo Alto firewall or not? Arey,
No, you cannot.
we can take it from the management IP address,
Correct. Yeah, okay.
right? 2 dot what is 2.10 na? Array, sorry. Management IP address is 2.133. It's not 2.10, na? It's 2.133. I took the interface IP that time. SSH, open it, accept it. By default, password is this. You know how we can change the this by default password? Okay. Tell me the command. Sorry, tell me the steps to change the default by default this admin password. So if I want to check the route or with the help of CLI, for that we have a command show routing route. So it will show you the routes. So if I want to check for specific, for that we have a command show writing route. I think type. Yes. Go into the type. If you guys will forget the command, just use the question mark. So after writing the type, we have three things. But I have to use the OSPF one. I'll just write OSPF. It will show you all the information on the OSPF. So now if I will try to ping my 1.1.1 interface, not 1.1.1, we have taken the 2.2 now. So let us go to the CLI. Will I be able to ping 2.2.2? I'm not able to ping 2.2.2. Why? 192.168 1 dot, sorry, 2.10 source, sorry, not source, host, 2.2.2. Now I am able to ping. Okay, I have told you, sometimes it ping from its management IP address, sometimes it ping from its interface. Okay, that time it was pinging it from its management IP address. So it is, you have to use the source command. Okay, like I want to ping from my 2.10 interface. From this interface I have enabled, na? On this interface I have enabled the virtual router, and on the virtual router I have configured the OSPF. So basically this 2.2 routes will be on this interface. Okay, in the firewall we will able to ping from using the source command. Okay, so what we have done right now, we have enabled the OSPF protocol on my Palo Alto firewall, and same we have done on the router also. Okay, so have you guys installed the EVE-NG? I have shared the images also of the Cisco IOL and the Palo Alto firewall also, and I think in that we have a Windows image also. Have you guys installed, or do you guys want me to tell you how we can install the images on the EVE-NG? Do you guys know how you can install? With the help of WinSCP, we can install that. Let me just show you. And don't worry about this theoretical concept. Okay, I will share the PDF for this RIP and for the OSPF also, where we have the steps also. You can just follow those steps. Okay, so you have to just create one session and skip it. I think it's Eve. Okay, so what you have to go, it will open like this in the OPT. Okay, in the OPT, what you have to do first here, now you have to open this thing where you have installed your images. Okay, this is your local disk. Okay, either you can install on the D drive, F drive, whatever on the drive. Just install the images. I have installed on the D drive. Here I have the, sorry, I have the images. Okay, then this is my Eve. Okay, here I will go into the unit lab, then I will go into the add-ons, and here we have two things, IOL and QMU. Okay, on the IOL, we will here install the images of our routers and switches. Just click on the IOL. Okay, here we have the bin file. So you will just click on this bin, okay, and just drag and drop these files, okay. And if you have to install the firewall images, then you have to, and the window image also, okay. I think it's a Windows 7 image I have shared. That images you have to share here, okay. Just drag and drop, and please remember to use these names, okay. You can find these names on the Eve website also, or you can take a screenshot. Like for FortiGate, you have to use this. For ASA, you have to use this. For Palo Alto that we are doing, you have to use this. For Windows, we have to use this. And remember, if you have a different name other than this virtua.cow2, okay, then you will not able to use this command. Okay, you have to change it. You have to rename this. Just right click on it and rename it. Okay. And there is one more thing. After when files has been transferred, na, you have to go on your virtual machine and you have to run the fixed permission command. Just go here, admin. Not admin. It is not admin. I think it's root and Eve. What was the password? Admin Eve. I forgot the password. Do you guys know what is the password of this? Okay, the default password is root and Eve. Okay, login in the username you will write root, and in the password you will write Eve. Okay. Now you have to go into just go into your web browser and just write fix permission evng command. Okay, then click here. Open the website. Just go here. This is the command. Okay, just copy it. Control C. Just go into your virtual machine, and it will not support Control V. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just go into the edit section, just paste it, okay, and run this. Click here, and please try to use this command 2 times. Just click here and paste it. Okay, so after just configuring it, you will able to see. Please mute your mic. I think Adnan, sorry. Okay, and let me show you one more thing, that what is the syllabus that we are gonna cover. Do we have the Palo Alto syllabus for the day 1? Okay, so these are the syllabus. This is for the paid version. Okay, so here basically these are the things that we have already configured. Routing protocols, we will do things in the details. RIP OSPF. So in that syllabus, that will be our proper classes. In that we will configure the security policies. We will able to we will see that how we can communicate between 2 different zones. Okay, there is a shadow rule here, and the content ID, URL filtering, all these concepts, and the netting concept, Uternet. In this we have app ID concept, DHCP server. For this we have many labs. Okay, and the VPN concept, obviously, which is the main one, that how we can create this VPNs on the Palo Alto firewall. And I will introduce you the Paranoma also. It is not mentioned here, which is important nowadays. Okay, do any of you know that what is Paranoma? Any one of you? If you are studying Palo Alto, you should know what is Paranoma.
It's a management a device, right, to manage the firewall Palo Alto.
Yes. Why do we need Paranoma?
centralized configuration.
Yes. Suppose if we have more than like five Palo Alto device, five Palo Alto firewalls, then we need to manage it centralized way, na? For that, we have Paranoma services. Okay. Basically, we'll not do the proper lab on the Paranoma, but I will tell you that how we can do the configuration, what are the things on the Paranoma also. At the end of the like session, when we'll configure everything, now, when we have done with this syllabus, then we will see. We can either take one extra class also. Okay. So Riyaz sir will join now and he will explain you some things
So we have
regarding this.
global protect also to be covered in that syllabus.
Yes. We will cover global protect, LLDP, and all those features also. Okay. And you don't have to worry about those like writing notes and all. For that, we have a content. Okay. But I will still recommend you guys that whatever we configure, okay, and please remember whatever we do na, on the daily basis, you have to practice those labs. Okay. You have to take after the class, you have to practice for at least 1 hour. I'm not talking about seeing the lecture. I'm talking about doing the practical. Okay. Because if you will not do the practical, na, your concepts might be not able to clear that much clear. Practical are important because every day we will do some new concepts. We will have different topologies and all. Okay. So it will be difficult to like do 3 4 practicals or 3 4 types of concepts in one way. Okay. So just try to like consistently you have to perform all those practicals on the daily basis, whatever we do on the classes. Okay.
What is the duration,
So
sir, of this course? Like complete.
duration will be around 22 to 25 sessions. Okay. In the 22 to 25 session, it may go up to 26 27 sessions also. Okay. Because we will take the doubt class and the mock sessions also. I will take one or two mock sessions with you guys. I will tell you what types of questions we have in the industry. Okay. What are the topics in which you have to focus more. Okay. And on this real scenarios, like there are scenario based questions also. Nowadays, everyone knows that no one wants to hear the commands. No one wants to hear the definitions. What they want your concepts, and they should know that are you able to solve the scenario based questions or not. Okay. Because in the real scenarios, you will get just a ticket. That ticket will already based on the scenarios. Okay. Obviously you will get you will get tickets like you have to configure this VPN, site to site VPN, all those type of VPN. So these are the basic things that we will discuss all those things in the later classes. Okay.
So just my last question, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So do we cover, PBF and DOS protections profiles also in Palo Alto?
No, we will not cover the DOS protection, but I will show you that how we can prevent all those things. Okay. Basically, there are many types of attacks. Yeah, I haven't installed the Kali Linux image. If I will install the Kali Linux image, na, then I will show you that how we can perform the DOS attack also. Okay.
Sure, sir. That helps.
If I will install the okay, it has a simple basic command. It's not a big thing. DOS attack is very simple. Okay. That will be a attack of like we call it, I think, TCP sync flood, I think. Okay. I will show you if I will install the Kali Linux image, na, because it just utilized too much my CPU. That's why I delete all those images, and because Kali Linux also a very heavy tool. So Riyaz sir will talk to you guys. Riyaz sir, please join.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. And next, probably in the first week of Jan, we are announcing a paid batches. And the Nikhil sir said we'll cover the entire syllabus, which is not being covered in the free. Additionally, we'll provide EVNG racks on CDP infrastructure. So you will do the practice on our lab. I request everybody to give us Google review and just please fill the form of Nikhil sir and pre-booking. If anyone has some question, please let us know. I just share you the feedback form and along with Google review also. Anybody has the doubt, please let me know.
No question from my side, sir.
Okay. So I just share you the Google form also, and along with the pre-booking form. I request everybody to please give the feedback, Google feedback to us, and feedback to Nikhil sir also. These are some features are there for pre-booking. If you're doing a pre-booking with to CDP, you will get a lot of features and some of the combo offer also. And we'll provide a rack session also with on EVNG lab. So Nikhil sir will provide our lab to us. We will upload on our rack. So this rack will be dedicated for you with 1 year of validity with 10 rack session free. You can use over a VPN wherever you are there. You can access anywhere. It is accessible over a VPN. So you can connect to the VPN. You can do the practice of your rack. So our server is very giant, somewhere around 56 core of processor, 768 GB of RAM, NVMe card also are there along with SSD. So you can do a practice on a Dell server. That is
And I will provide the UNL file also, okay, so that you guys don't have to waste your time on creating these topologies, okay. These topologies will already be there on your racks, okay. So I will tell you that how you can do all those things.
so guys, we are
Now,
waiting for the paid batch to be there actually. So request everyone to do please fill the form of pre-booking. You will get a lot of benefit with CDP.
So can this lab to be doable in GNS also?
we can do on the GNS, but I will not recommend you to go for the GNS, okay, because in the GNS we have so much glitches, okay. That's why I don't prefer GNS personally, okay. Although we can do it, but
Can
I will still not prefer to go for the GNS, okay, because they have so many glitches. Sometimes your device will go down. They have so many glitches. I've quit the GNS. I will still say that don't use GNS. Use EVNG. EVNG is best platform.
Yes, guys, hold a second. I will show you the one of the topology which I have created on the EVNG. Lot of features are there in EVNG instead of GNS3. Just hold a second. Nikhil, can you just stop sharing? Though I will start sharing.
Okay,
This.
okay, sir.
Are you able to see? Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a Anycast topology is there. You know Google Anycast, how Google Anycast is working 8.8.8.8. This is a setup actually I have created in the real environment. So you can ping from any of the customer with your these are the pop. This is basically two data centers are there. One is you can say this New York data center. There are a lot of data center are there of Google. But how the traffic is going for the DNS 8.8.8. Everywhere you will say 8.8 server in any data center. And the same IP is being advertised to the pop location, AT&T and Verizon. So this topology I created in the EVNG only. So a lot of features are there in the EVNG. Instead of that, going for your this one, what you say that GNS3. I'll show you one more topology. Just 1 second. See here, I created for POC of AD server. How you can do a syncing with the AD. This is our ongoing the in-house lab of CDP. This lab for syncing with the AD. These are the AD servers are there. The actual environment, how the actual environment, how the AD is deploying, or how the syncing is happening from primary to secondary DC. These are the some branch location or different kind of locations are there. A lot of features are there in the EVNG instead of GNS3. So we prefer basically the EVNG here, that SD-WAN lab.
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah. So I was just creating this. I just stuck in the somewhere. So that is how we are creating the lab. Okay, guys. Okay, guys. We'll are waiting for the paid batch to be. We wanted to see you in the paid batch also. Yeah, Nikhil. Actually, I've done from my side. So anything is there from your side?
No, just sir, I have to say them goodbye, and we will meet soon. I hope. Okay. So
I
bye bye,
request.
guys.
Yeah,
Yes,
I request everyone to please fill a pre-booking form so we can just catch you. Okay. Bye bye.
okay, guys. So bye bye. Good night. Take care.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, sir. Bye.
Okay, bye bye.